I am furious. Okay. I just feel very passionate about this particular topic now. I did not know there was such a thing as married single moms. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I thought, if you're married and you're a mom, then, it's good, right? You have that person to help you with your child, whether you get to stay at home and just be with the kids while, your partner works and take care of the bills. But a lot of times that is not the case. A lot of times both people, wife and husband, is working full time. But the woman, the wife, usually has to take on most, if not all, of the child caring responsibilities. And to me, that just doesn't sit right with me. I don't think that is fair. I am not married. I am a single mother at this time. And so I do not have that experience. But listening to other people's stories, and just a while ago, my coworker told me she has to leave or take a half day because her child is sick. And she seemed frustrated, and she told me, she's like, you know what? My husband is working at home, but I still have to, take a half a day. And to me, that just did not seem right. I get it. He has to work even though he's at home. But why should your wife have to leave her job when you're at home and you could easily take care of the child? Okay, I shouldn't say easily. I think that's coming from a source of kind of just frustration. It's not easy, but it's more easy for you to be there because you're already at home than for her to have to leave her job. Like, what the heck? Just because you are a man, that does not make you exempt from child caring responsibilities, from changing a diaper, from taking care of your child when they're sick. And if you don't know how, learn. I just think that in this time and age, when women have so much stress on us already, we don't need to have partners like that. I might as well, if that was me, I might as well really be a single mom. I mean, it's nice. Now, let me tell you, I would say this. As someone who was really a single mom, there's a difference. Even if you're married and you still have to take care of 90 to 99% of the child caring responsibilities, you still have that kind of support where, you have that extra income and things like that. Okay. So you're not completely, I wouldn't say you are a single mom per se. I do feel like there should be a different term for married women who basically have to take care of all the child care responsibilities by themselves, even though they're married, which just makes me upset because I really feel like it should not have to be that way. But they're not completely a single mom, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. But regardless, I thought this was unfair, unjust. It really pissed me off because a lot of men are brought up with this notion, let's put, the house, the cleaning, the nurturing, the taking care of the children, all on the woman. They're the nurturer, right? We have that type of view. but they could be a nurturer as well as being in their masculinity. Matter of fact, you're even more of a man when you could do both. You know, when you could show love to your child, when you could, you know, help your wife, your significant other, you know, around the house or stuff like that. To me, that's you being more than a man. You know, that's a good thing. That's a positive. So, I don't know. And then you wonder why your relationship is, you know, on rocky, right? Why it doesn't feel good. Because maybe one person feel like they have to do the most. And usually it's the woman. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm just being honest. This is my opinion. But it just really bothered me. I wanted to come on here and talk about this. And I guess there is such a thing as married single moms. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't even know. And I do stick by what I said. I think there should be a different term for married single moms. But it's a real thing. And when I think about it, as I was growing up, I did see, you know, a lot of times both the wife and the husband working and stuff like that. And basically the woman had to take care of the, you know, kids, even if she working full time, you know. Now there was now with one of my family members, that was different. I did see him, you know, helping cleaning the house, taking care of the kids and all that stuff. But 9 out of 10, most of the time, the men do not do that. Like, they leave that to the woman because in our culture, there is this notion that the woman should be the one responsible for taking care of the children because she's the nurturer. She's the one with the feminine energy. You know, she's the mother. While we do as women, at least some of us, have that nurturing ability, doing something overtime without having rest, without having breaks, without having support, will burn you out and will make you not even want to do it. And what a lot of times society and these men don't seem to understand is that a woman could be more capable of pouring into her children, pouring into her home when her glass is full, when she's not burnt out, when she's not stressed, okay? When she's not feeling overwhelmed, depressed, and things that can help with, you know, with that is having a loving and supportive partner to help her, especially if she has to do the same thing as you. Go to work, deal with the job, deal with the things, the stress at the job full time, and then have to come back home and cook and clean and be this loving, nurturing woman that you want her to be. But she's dealing with the same type of mess that you're dealing with. But you get to come home, get on the couch, chill, relax. To me, that is not fair. And like I said, whether, you know, the woman is more nurturing or whatever, and to me, let me say that's BS. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. It's BS. So, okay. It's 10 minutes. I'm going to be done. Thank you for listening. If you made it this far, let me know, what do you think, okay, in the comments below.